Hey everybody, want to Wisdom here. It is early Monday morning, May 20th, 3:48 a.m. We just recorded part 129 where we upgraded Scarlet Ninjini. Prior to that, we recorded part 135 where we introduced Ninjini. They're out of order because I left a placeholder. The intent is that way if you're watching the giant upgrades, you'll see part 128 Ninjini's Gen Magic Path, then 129 Scarlet down Swords of Might. Kind of worked out cool, me getting Battlegrounds, because that way 134 was Royal Double Trouble, then 135 Scarlet. And now, I guess this is the official beginning of the long and tedious process, mainly because of the money involved, of upgrading the Series 2 Skylanders. As of right now, I haven't upgraded any of them. All we have done, started it out with the new landers, then we came in, we've taken care of the giants. Again, if, say, I acquire like a second swarm or thumpback or something, I'll just kind of mix them in. I didn't like leave placeholders for those, but if there's sweet sales or I can find them on really discounted prices, I would love to see the second path with some of those guys. If they were a Series 2 or had the same capabilities, I could actually show those to you with the same character. One of the perks of the Series 2, in addition to having the Soul Gem, they get the Wow Pow, which is kind of like a +1, if you will, over the Soul Gem. I've heard some of them are like extremely overpowered, some of them are kind of pointless. So it'll be interesting to kind of see how that pans out. The big perk is here with Lightning Rod. Series 1, of course, he's all maxed out and everything. I took him down the top path. I guess I need to go to the blog and get these names right for you. Bear with me here. Gotta love live stuff. Somewhere. No, it is not. I do not have that up. We'll just read it with Persephone. Bottom line, like the top path I took him down, I think it's Lightning Lord. I don't know why I remember this stuff, but I think it's Lightning Lord. It basically upgrades like his B button attack. The lightning bolt with the A button, I think it's like done box stock until you get to your Soul Gem. The base upgrades, cover it. Then on his upgrade paths, the top path again I think was Lightning Lord. It did like the Grand Lightning attack, and it ended when he was like the super tall and scary lightning avatar. The bottom path, I want to say, was Typhoon Titan. And it basically gives you like a satellite defense. You kind of had like orb clouds going on and stuff like that. Long story short, Series 1 took the top path. For Series 2 Lightning Rod, I'm going to stick to my word, do what I told you I would do. I'm going to come in and take every character that I didn't already do the other path with down their other path so we can kind of showcase those. Eventually I'll probably do a side-by-side comparison, but the thing is, like say with Lightning Rod, for whatever reason I absolutely hate this bottom path, or I realize that the top one's far superior, or just that the top one's more fun and I don't ever really even use the bottom one. With the Series 2 Skylanders, you could come in fully upgrade him by not only the Soul Gem but the Wow Pow. Instead of having to reset him or buy a new character or whatever, you can actually just earn a little more money and purchase the other path and switch. And that to me is really kind of a bigger deal than the Wow Pow. I say that not knowing what any of the Wow Pows do damage wise or how functional they are, but that is a very, very nice touch. What I do know I have on the computer here is my cost spreadsheet. If you recall the Giants, I've tried to drill this into your head. With all 20 wing sapphires, you pay $85.20. The Series 2 Skylanders, you're at that same price. However, then all 20 wing sapphires, your discount for the Wow Pow puts it at $3,000. And that means you would need $11,520 to fully upgrade a Series 2 Skylander. Base upgrades, your selected path, all three there, the Soul Gem, and then the Wow Pow. However, say that you take this bottom path, Lightning Rod, hate it, want to switch back to the other one, you will need an additional 4140. That's what those three, upgrade path upgrades run you. You would need a grand total of 15,660. Again, we're not going to focus too much on that number just yet. If I get some like really cruddy paths, I'll mention it when we switch. But the target number for base upgrades, the three down the path you select, the Soul Gem and the Wow Pow, again, is 11,520. This will really be the only time I go into this great of detail. This is kind of like the jet vac recording of the Series 2 type stuff, where I just spend all the time and talk numbers at the beginning. That aside, again, 11,520. Perk to the Series 2 once more. They have a Wow Pow, and you can switch paths. So, that said, we're going to back out. Here is Lightning Rod. We'll take a look. His base attack is just the lightning bolt. You throw it. Pretty good range on it, as you can see there. I think it would cover the screen. Sure enough, that's pretty sweet. And then his secondary attack, it takes a little while here compared to when you upgrade it. Grand Lightning Strike, and it expires that quick. That's all we have with him. Let's go ahead, come in and do this the
numbers are electrifying.
Okay, old-fashioned detailed way. I really do like his repos here. He's kind of got like the funky static hair going on and everything. Plus he's got two lightning bolts in his hand, a little more aggressive. Let's take a look at his upgrades. Primary attack, I just showed you lightning bolt. Throw a lightning bolt at enemies. Again, this one actually gets covered in the base upgrades, and it's maxed at that point. Secondary attack is the Grand Lightning Summoning. Bring lightning down from the sky and control where it moves. Didn't mention that, but you use the nunchuck and you can kind of steer it. So if you wipe out enemies on one side, you can kind of run it over, particularly when it lasts longer coming up. His first purchased upgrade, which is awesome because it includes my name, is Lightning Lancer. Lightning Bolt does increase damage. Second upgrade that you can purchase is Thunderation. Grand Lightning attack lasts longer and does increase damage. Then we have Zapper Field. Press Z, this is his tertiary attack, to create an electrical storm that damages enemies. This one looks neat. Then last purchased upgrade, and again this basically is the end of the line for his primary attack in terms of bumping it up. Lightning bolts stick into enemies and continue to damage them. Now you get to the point where you pick an upgrade path. Like I said, I think it's Lightning Lord and Typhoon Titan. We'll find out for sure with Persephone. But the top path basically entirely addresses his secondary attack. Faster caster, summon the Grand Lightning attack much faster. Then you've got Electricity City. Grand Lightning attack does even more power. Has even more power and does more damage. Again, I'd love to know exactly what more correlates to, without having to stop at that point and find out for myself. And then the last one, and this was really cool. I'm a big fan of this move, Lightning Avatar. Some of the most powerful Grand Lightning attack ever. Again, numbers would be nice, but I can tell you from the Series 1 upgrade, I really enjoyed that one. The bottom path, which is what we will be taking, kind of more of a defensive one. Cloud Zapper Satellite. A protective cloud follows you and zaps any enemies that come near. It's kind of like a whirlwind type situation. The next one is Zapper Sats. Protective Zapper clouds do increased damage. Then Zapper Satellite Defense. A third protective cloud joins you. We see similar things with other Skylanders. Soul Gem. Again, you can have this with your Series 1. That's where they stop. It's called Zapper Field Deluxe. Zapper Field and Clouds do extra damage. This was one of the kind of not cool Soul Gems last time, because if you took the top path like I did, you don't even have the clouds to do extra damage. You get to do extra damage here from the Zapper Field, but 50% of the Soul Gem is non-existent if you take the top path. That said, since we're going to take the bottom path here, gun-ho, because we get 100% effectiveness. Then the real perk for Series 2, they get the Wow Pow power. This will be the first time we get to pick one of these up. I think I did it with Legendary Slam Bam, though. It's just a sled. It's kind of amusing more than anything. Wow Pow for lightning rod is called the Big Bolt. Hold A to throw the biggest bolt of lightning known to man. The cool thing here, and you got to give props to them, you know, they could have done something, you know, tack on like the fourth move to the B button or the tertiary attack. But like I said, his primary lightning bolt, it actually completely ends right here with lightning harpoon. Increased damage, and then they stick into enemies and continue to damage them. So I mean, it was kind of just like left abruptly, and that's his primary attack. Very efficient one, I might say. Just doesn't do quite the damage as some of the other characters. I feel like they've addressed that with his Wow Pow, which again, hopefully it's easy to execute and functional. But even if it's not, at least they took that shortcoming into consideration, kind of made amends for it. So I'm excited to see what it's like. But stats, done a few heroics, nothing too crazy. He doesn't get any armor or anything from these, sadly. I kind of thought it would have been cool if he kind of got like a protective, you know, maybe like matches his bands. I'd prefer silver personally, but I thought he might kind of look good with the extra armor, kind of like a slam bam type deal. But who knows, maybe if there's a Series 3 lightning rod for Swap Force, we'll see something like that. Just as background stories where I came up with that. Again, 11,520 is what you need to fully upgrade one of these guys. If you want to switch paths, you'll need 15,660, I believe. So, you know what she says, we're going to upgrade. First upgrade is Lightning Lancer. Lightning Bolt does increase damage, cost is 300. Again, a lot of these you can't really appreciate jack squat about them without having enemies. I think it does look a little better. I mean, at least coming, I don't know, maybe it's just this vantage point, but I'm kind of digging that look when it, you know, leaves his hand there. So, come in now. Take down a second one, which is Thunderation. Grand Lightning attack lasts longer and does increase damage. Cost 420, I guess. I think it was 420. I thought it was 540, and then I saw 420. Here we go with it. Summon's a little quicker, but the main thing with this one, it's going to do more damage, but it lasted significantly longer than box stock. I actually use it quite a bit with him. Yeah, I guess that one was 420. The 541 is his third purchased upgrade, which is Zapper Field. Press Z to create an electrical storm that damages enemies. Again, I just kind of think this one's neat. It's kind of more of like a novelty, really. I don't know many people that use it, but when I'm in close quarters with an enemy, I actually will use it. Otherwise, I'm just kind of like spamming the lightning bolts or grand lightning, depending on what it is and, you know, how much damage I can deal to them. I think you'll be able to get a feel for it if I face you here. So, gotta admit, that's kind of what he looks like. His figure, like, watch his hair. It's kind of like his Series 2 repos. I don't mind it. Last one, and again, this was really the end of the line in terms of his primary attack until they tossed it in the WoW pile that you can see there. It is called Lightning Harpoon. Lightning bolts stick into enemies and continue to damage them. I remember being excited about this one, and then I didn't ever really like notice it much, you know, once I had it. But maybe this time around we will in Nightmare mode, so we'll pick that up. Alright, now right here, if for whatever reason you do not know which path you're going to take, you know, you need to research it, you want to play with the upgrades and kind of get a feel for them, hit the B button, you won't be locked in. The good news here, and this is the first time I get to say this at this point in the video, say that I accidentally clicked Lord of the Lightning. Okay, so that's what it's called, Lord of the Lightning. I was calling it Lightning Lord, my apologies. And I meant to do, it is Typhoon Titan, so at least I got one of the two. The other one was really close. So I accidentally clicked Lord of the Lightning and I meant Typhoon Titan. You can actually switch paths. I've yet to do it, you know, since I haven't obviously upgraded any of these Series 2, but We'll probably mess around with it later on and see how it goes about. But basically, you need the extra 4140, and then just take it from there. But Lord of the Lightning, further develop your grand lightning attacks. And then this bottom path, Typhoon Titan, create and develop defensive clouds. So it's kind of, you're either going offense with your secondary attack, or you are going defense. It begins, the first one I think is the Zapper Field, or maybe the third one, Zapper Field. I don't know, one of them, it might be the first one's actually your Zapper Field increases, and then the last deal you get like 3 orbiting clouds. So we're going to take Typhoon Titan this time, see how well we like it. More importantly though, before that cutscene, we did get this one, but I mean there's no enemies, so I can't really show you how they'd stick and continue to damage anything. Okay, so I guess this is how it works. Would you like to purchase an upgrade or explore a new path? What I will do, once we fully upgrade him, I'll come in, I won't hit that, but we'll make sure it's still there, and then we'll know that's how it works. But we're actually going to upgrade. Alright, so we begin with the Cloud Zapper Satellite. A protective cloud follows you and zaps enemies that come near. Cost is 1020. Okay, that kind of looks really cheesy, but yeah, I mean it's gonna do pretty well. It actually orbits pretty quick, so maybe it won't be too bad. Again, we have that option to switch paths, so it's making sense now. Upgrade the second one down Typhoon Titan is Zapier Sats. Protective Zapper Clouds do increased damage. Again, I love solid numbers. Cost 1320. So, if an enemy was here, we can assume that cloud would be a little bit more of a beast for it to contend with. Now, we will get the final upgrade down Typhoon Titan. It's, oh, okay, never mind. Third protective cloud joins you. The Zapper Field's actually the soul gem. I wondered why those pictures didn't look right. Cost 1800, and I don't know. I don't guess there was ever 2 of them. I mean, if there was, I didn't notice it. But there you go. That's kind of like your standard Skylander form. He's got the 3 orbiting clouds. We're gonna upgrade again. We'll pick up Zapper Field Deluxe again. I don't know why I was getting him tied in with that path, but Zapper Field and clouds do extra damage. Again, the perk to taking Typhoon Titan is you actually have clouds. If you take the top path, Lord of the Lightning, you don't have clouds to do any damage. So you tell me the logic on that. Good news is it's 100% applicable here. So let's see if we can take a look at it. It does look a bit more intense. It does time out too, though. I wasn't expecting that. Now we're going to upgrade again, and we will finally cash in with our very first WoW Pal. Again, I'm not doing this because Lightning Rod's, you know, my favorite character, least favorite or anything. I'm actually coming in and going alphabetically by element, and then as corny as it is, I'm probably going to go alphabetic by name. So next part will be Sonic Boom, and then we'll have Whirlwind. So, you know, that's the way I do it. It seems to make sense to me, so I kind of keep it. I mean, that way if you're watching it, you know, and you're into like Whirlwind or something, the 2 previous videos will be the other air element characters. Won't be like I did Stump Smash and then Trigger Happy and then Lightning Rod and then Double Trouble and, you know, then Spiral, then another air element. Will kind of be, oh, okay, well, yeah, that makes sense. So hopefully it's helpful. I mean, that's the goal, is to be organized and it pay off for the viewer. So nonetheless, the WoW Pal Big Bolt. Hold A to throw the biggest bolt of lightning known to man. Cost 3,000. Alright, so with that, Our Series 2 lightning rod sitting at level 6 is now 100%. Well, I guess not 100%, but he's fully upgraded. You know, he doesn't have the second path or anything yet. Let's see what happens while we're in here. This Skylander is already fully upgraded. There are no upgrades to purchase. Would you like to explore a new path? I'm just gonna back out. I don't want to like get locked in and be screwed over, you know. So there's a bonus Persephone line for Persephone fans. I'm not a huge fan of the look of the orbiting clouds, but I mean, if they do good damage, I mean, I don't guess I'll really care too much. It's kind of neat. It's just I kind of, you know, prefer just his cloud. But that said, let's take a look at what we've done here. We have. Oh wait, I wasn't holding A. It got hung up. I don't know what it is, but that night I did Royal Double Trouble, I had trouble with the A button kind of like sticking. This is my original Wiimote, so I guess it's not too surprising. That was again another hang up, but he basically covers the full length of the field. We'll have to assume, I mean, if there were enemies there, it would stick in them and do extra damage. The Grand Lightning Strike's going to be a little disappointing since it isn't fully upgraded. It does last a little longer. That's oddly as far as I can take it. Let's just go straight. Yeah, I'm not able to take it any farther than that. That kind of seems odd, but the duration did increase a little bit. That's the Zapper field. You know, it's the tertiary attack and then addressed with the Soul Gem. All I can really do now is showcase the Wow Pow to you. The clouds I can't really show much until we had enemies or something. So, we're going to hold A. Okay. Hopefully that does good damage. It might be kind of neat. Let's try to get it from this vantage point. Again, I'll just kind of go through all of them for you. Again, I mean, it's maxing my distance out right there. I'm not too happy with that. Okay, the cool thing is you can actually move while you're doing that. So, say there's like an Archean Jouster we want to take out. We can do that and then say we got him, we could turn and take out some lesser enemies. But that's it. That doesn't really last too terribly long right there. Nonetheless, I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, we can't really get much of an appreciation for Typhoon Titan. Good lord, there was a spider on me. That was unexpected. It wasn't poison. I just felt something. I thought it was just like a hair or, you know, something tingling from the electricity. It was a spider. So, it's fun at 4 in the morning. Anyway, I mean, what I was saying though is I can't really showcase the clouds to you without enemies. Let me pull him and just to kind of compensate. This is Series 1 lightning rod, as you can see by the screen. Wow. He is fully upgraded. Again, he's level 10 because that's where they ended. I used him enough, he'd be level 15 if they would have done it in the last game. As you can see, he has 0 clouds, doesn't have jack going on around him. Same deal with the lightning, but check out the lightning avatar. That actually ends too, but I mean, it does some pretty intense damage. Plus, I mean, it just looks really cool. So. Plus, I mean, it activates instantly. So, I mean, pretty sweet in my opinion. There's still a lot of time. I tell you what, I'm going to pull him. That was, again, Series 1 lightning rod. Thank you for the cameo. And here's Series 2.
Now that you took out Chaos, are you...
Alright, what I'm going to try here, wonder which one we should do. Hadn't done many, so I mean you can actually replay them too. Let's just do Arachnid Antechamber, that way we'll get some speed. In the event that this drops frames, I'm just going to cut this part out. I've had this go terribly wrong before, but I think I have enough time to do it and kind of get a feel for what those clouds will do. Okay, you know what she says.
Spider eliminated.
Now this is probably a bad choice. 6 damage is all we're getting. That is lame. There was a 17. Let's just... I'm trying to do that. Okay, so that was doing 18. That was actually somewhat respectable. Is there not a clock hidden in there? Let's try to... Oh, the satellites did that. I was trying to set up the tertiary attack that time.
Spider eliminated. 1 minute remaining.
Let's try it over here. Okay. I guess the clouds... Okay, I felt like I had another spider on me. I don't know if he's going to make that. I guess he's slowly going to make stuff. Or it could be I've just been milling around, you know. Okay, I thought there was a teleporter. What challenge am I thinking? We may not make this, actually, sadly. I guess that's what you get for, like, trying to play around with all your upgrades. Oh, the soul gem. Okay. Alright, I don't think we're actually going to make it.
Heroic challenge complete. Excellent job.
Let's try. I killed him. I wanted to do the soul gem right there for you, and it... that's kind of a cool shot with the little lightning bolts jammed in, but he does not do much damage with those lightning bolts. Okay, based on that, I'm going to have to say that Lord of the Lightning is a significantly superior path. I did catch a few times, I think the clouds were being somewhat useful, but I guess that's what they do, kinda. Like if you get close to something, they sort of like shoot out a bolt of lightning. At least we can kind of get a good feel for it here. We got something out of doing that heroic. That said, I mean, his bolts do hone in. I think I saw him do between 6 and 17 damage, which is pretty weak, really. I'm gonna throw a bolt there and then hold it and move. Again, I wanted to really do that with that last spider. I was in a time crunch, and then it just killed him before we got to really mess with it. But, in my opinion, the lightning avatar looks awesome, but it actually does pretty good damage. This may be a deal, you know, if I get to use it in story mode a little bit, maybe I'll like start to appreciate it a little better. You know, like have the zapper clouds, maybe I'll realize that they like take out the 2 enemies behind me while I take out the one in front of me. But he really doesn't need the money. Let's just come back out here. I'll let Sonic Boom get that water cache up there. Like I said, man, let's check it again. Protective Cloud follows you and zaps enemies that come near. Protective Zapper Clouds do increased damage, which is strange, because we never go to 2, we still just have the 1. I guess it applies here though. A third protective class. So if a second one comes here, I actually honestly didn't see it. It like blended in or something, or I just didn't pay attention. But it didn't mention it. I know we get 1 here. Maybe this is 2 and increased damage. But bottom line, we wind up with 3 of them, and they do increase damage. That said, I wasn't terribly impressed with them, particularly compared to Lightning Avatar, Electricity City, and Faster Caster. I think that is probably the better way to go. Like I said, I'll give this a chance in story mode. I mean, I might be just disappointed based on what we saw there, but Soul Gems there, and then the Wow Pow again. I kind of need to, get a shot of that off. I'll probably do that again. I'll play it in chapter modes and kind of document what it does. Hopefully it's pretty powerful. That would be really nice, particularly down this path. I mean, this one doesn't have much offense at all. That's basically all we have. Thunderation for the Grand Lightning attack, and then the Zapper Field, which that didn't do much damage even with the Soul Gem, and then Lightning Harpoons. That's basically all of our offense here, and then the rest of this is just 1, 2, 3 clouds and damage. So yeah, very well. That I mentioned going back to Persephone and seeing what goes on with the upgrade paths. I think Lightning Rod could possibly be someone going to the other path. So which that'll actually be super convenient for me, but like I said, maybe if I'm playing this, and there's like a lot of enemies, maybe like what's that chapter? It's the one where you have to roll the giant bomb down, and I don't know, it's one towards the back end of Giants. Can't think of the name right now, but it has a lot of enemies. It's actually kind of fairly tough. I'll probably go through there, stick this Lightning Rod on that, and see how he does. I'll get a feel for him. I'll just play around, kind of see what his Soul Gem does damage, or Wow Pow does damage-wise, and kind of make my decision based on that. That's really the best place I know to go for that, or maybe like a Quicksilver Vault type deal from SSA. Of course, there I guess he wouldn't have the Wow Pow. So yeah, I'll check it out in Giants. But wow, this one got longer than I thought it would. I don't want to lose my commentary. This is Series 2 Lightning Rod, fully upgraded. You need the 11,520. Took him down Typhoon Titan. May wind up switching him back. I will give it a fair shake in story mode. It could change my mind. But you got to see Lord of the Lightning with my Series 1 there, kind of the Lightning avatar. But that's that. This was part 136, our first run through with a Series 2 character getting upgraded. Again, I'm going to go by the alphabetically by element and then by character name in all likelihood. So Sonic Boom will be next, then Whirlwind, unless something crazy happens. But again, we'll kind of see. I feel like there's another spider on me. Once you get one and you usually there's nothing there, and then when you actually have something on you, it kind of starts to. I probably shouldn't have done Arachnid Antechamber. That didn't help anything. But it's 4:20 in the morning. I'm tired and rambling. So this was Lightning Rod again. 11,520 is what you need. If you want to switch pass, you'd need an extra 4140. Grand total of 15,660. I'll kind of take that and run with it. I'll get it up on the blog. This will be a separate post. I'll do all the Series 2. I might even divide it out by element to make the blog post shorter for you. But I'll recap all the costs there. That way you have it in text form and everything. But questions, comments, you can ask on YouTube for a much quicker response. Use the aforementioned blog, oneofwisdom.blogspot.com. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. As always, thanks for watching. Hopefully there aren't spiders crawling on you. And we will catch you back for part 137.